Cities in Libya are very peaceful and very calm. The life is very normal. The country is. You think my father that is managing everything? Come on.
The events coordinator boasted that it will be the most magnificent party ever done in Punta del Este, a posh Uruguayan beach resort. A DJ, decorators, pyrotechnics, and naked models swimming in the pool were all part of the package he pitched to his customer. However, the customer, a fixer with connections to Libya's ruling elite, declined to purchase pyrotechnics. The fixer apparently sent the party planner a wire of $34,300 and ordered that a full roast lamb be sent to the property every day from December 30, 2006, to January 6, 2007. His fellow Libyans and his superior, Saif al-Islam Gaddafi, were also expected to show up from South Africa to meet him there. Saif might find cause for joy. He took over as the public face of his father's regime after Muammar Gaddafi's death. In regards to the Lockerbie bombing, he was coordinating negotiations with Britain. He has been recognized as a young global leader by the World Economic Forum. Outside of work, he was a philosophy PhD candidate at the London School of Economics. The fairy times lasted for another 4 years until his father's kleptocratic regime sparked the first Libyan civil war. After seizing Saif, rebels savagely murdered Muammar, who then vanished from view. Saif announced his candidacy for president while dressed in traditional Berber garb, 10 years after his release from imprisonment in the rebel stronghold of Zin. As the bombings that ousted his father's dictatorship left him with a damaged hand, he signed his candidacy papers with his other hand. Saif al-Islam took some sharp life turns. At one point, he used to be the guest of British royal family and Queen Elizabeth. In 2002, when Saif went to London, a group of administrators and executives was put in place to handle his affairs. According to a London-based source, the Libyan foreign investment company, LAFIC, oversaw administrative procedures. A group of young Libyans, including Punta del Este party organizer and then Libyan Football Federation member Faisal Zouai, oversaw extracurricular activities. The trip to Uruguay was one of many adventures. Faisal Zouai took Saif to a meeting with MI6 agents. Saif spoke to government authorities as well. With so much to talk about, he was quite busy. Long discussions led to his announcement in 2003 that Libya would take responsibility for Lockerbie and pay $2.7 billion to the relatives of the dead. Life did not remain the same forever. Almost 11 years ago, in 2011, a lone caravan headed south into Niger was attacked by a gang of armed rebels near the outlying Libyan desert hamlet of al-Bari. When the vehicles came to a halt, the shooters saw a young bald guy with his right hand bandaged. Saif al-Islam al-Gaddafi, the second son of Libya's legendary dictator and one of the rebels' top objectives, was a familiar sight on state television. Saif participated in the Gaddafi regime's violent crackdown with passion. If the rebels had won 9 months later, they might have easily executed him summarily as they did his father and other high-ranking officials as a reward. Fortunately for Saif, he was caught by a battalion of rebels that was not affiliated with any of the other groups and took him to their mountain stronghold of Zin, southwest of the city. Saif's value as a hostage increased due to the fact that he was also a wanted man by the International Criminal Court. After Libya had elections in 2012, the Zintanese still held him captive. In June 2017, Zintanese released Saif al-Islam after some bargaining. Dramatically, Saif announced that he will run for presidential elections in 2021. Saif al-Islam al-Gaddafi appeared in an electoral commission video in traditional brown robe and turban, and with a grey beard and glasses, signing documents at the election center in the southern town of Seba. Initially, Gaddafi was one of 25 candidates the Libyan Election Commission disqualified. Then, the son of Libya's longtime ruler Muammar Gaddafi has been given the go-ahead to run in the country's upcoming presidential election. a week after being disqualified for what Libyan authorities said were war crimes committed during the uprising against his father more than 10 years ago. Amid all this drama, those elections never took place and Libya is still in extreme misery.